Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today we are making another animal in the Popcorn Stitch mini series, this little otter dude here. If you would like to check out the other animals in the series, there will be a link for the playlist down in the description, and you can see some of them in the jar here. This is my mini jar. But if you would like to start off with the otter, grab your hooks and let's get started. To make a mini popcorn stitch otter, you're going to need a 3.5mm hook, scissors, stitch markers, a needle, pins, stuffing, a pair of safety eyes, as well as 8-ply yarn in the colours of cream, brown, black and white. On today's episode of Yarn Chicken, we're going to find out if I have enough yarn in cream and brown to make an otter. Let's hope so. I'm not feeling super confident. Okay, what we're going to do is start off with our cream yarn because we're going to begin with the head, but the head and body are crocheted as one piece. We're going to begin by putting 6 single crochet in a magic circle. Round 2 is 6 increases, and an increase is just 2 single crochet in the same stitch. For round 3, we're going to begin by doing 3 single crochet and stitch marker in there. 1, 2 and 3. Then we're going to do 3 increases in a row. I'll do an increase in the next stitch, an increase in the stitch after that, and then 1 more increase. We're just going to repeat this pattern for the rest of the round. We're going to do 3 single crochet and finish up with 3 more increases. Round 4 is just 18 single crochet. Round 2 is 2 single crochet and an increase repeated 6 times. And I really don't think we're going to have enough cream yarn to finish this entire head, so I'm going to have to grab some more at some point. After round 5, we should now have 24 stitches in our round, and rounds 6 through to 9 are each going to be 24 single crochet. I have some terrible news. Unfortunately, we lost at Yarn Chicken. I had to get out my other cream yarn, and I hope that's not the case for the brown yarn because I don't think I have any more than that. I knew I had extra cream, but I don't think I have any more of this brown. So if my otter ends up two-toned, that's why. Anyway, we're going to continue on with round, what are we up to? Round 10, which is 2 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeated 6 times. I've done my first 2 single crochet. To crochet an invisible decrease, you're going to go under the front loops of the next 2 stitches, go under the first front loop, straight under the second front loop, yarn over and pull through both of those front loops, and now you should have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both of those loops, and that's your decrease done. We're just going to continue repeating 2 single crochet, 1 decrease for the rest of the round. I'm about to start my final repeat of 2 single crochet, 1 decrease. I've just done the first 2 single crochet, however on the decrease we need to change colour to the brown or the body colour. We're going to go under the 2 front loops as normal, yarn over and pull through those, so we have 2 loops on our hook, But at this point, you're going to bring in your body color yarn, which for me is this brown, which is super tangled, which is fantastic. And we're going to line this new color up behind our hook. You will yarn over in the new color, pull through the 2 loops on your hook and finish in this new color. So I'm going to just snip away my cream because I don't need that at the moment. And we're going to continue crocheting the body from this point in our new color. Round 11 is worked in the front loops only, and we're going to do 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeated 6 times. Round 12 is just 24 single crochet. Round 10 is where we're going to crochet our first set of legs, and like with all my other popcorn stitch minis, we are using popcorn stitches for that. We're going to begin by doing 10 single crochet and 10, and in the next stitch we're going to make our first popcorn stitch. To crochet a popcorn stitch, we're going to begin by doing 5 double crochet all in the same stitch, yarn over, go into the stitch, then yarn over and pull through, and at this point you should have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over again, pull through just the first 2 loops, and this will leave you with 2 loops on your hook, yarn over for a final time, and then pull through both of those loops. That is 1 double crochet. We're going to do that 4 more times all in the same stitch, yarn over, go back into the stitch, yarn over and pull through, have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through just through the first 2 loops, and this will leave you with 2 loops, yarn over for a final time and pull through those. And that's double crochet number 2. We're going to do number 3, back into the same stitch for number 4, and then back into the same stitch for a final time for number 5. With your 5 double crochet complete, you're then going to pull up with your hook so you leave a nice large loop. And just be careful not to tug on your yarn, we don't want this loop to come out. You're then going to insert your crochet hook into the first double crochet. If you're not sure which one that is, just count backwards from the last one you did. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Insert your hook into that by going under the front loop and then the back loop. So we're inserting our hook from the front to the back, so our hook is pointing away from us. When you've done that, take the large loop that you've just left, place that on the head of your hook, and you can hold that in place using your finger if you would like to. We're then going to pull on our yarn so the loop closes up around our hook, nice and tight. We're then going to take this loop that we just closed up and pull it through the first double crochet as if we were making a slip stitch. When that's done, our final step is to just chain 1. And please remember to chain 1 at the end because we're going to need this chain to work into in the next round. After you've crocheted your first popcorn stitch, we're then going to do 5 single crochet. Because popcorn stitches are fairly large, they can get in the way of the next stitch that we need to work into. Just nudge that gently aside so you can see your next free stitch and begin single crocheting. And 5. After that 5th single crochet, we're going to make our second popcorn stitch. Again, begin by doing 5 double crochet all in the same stitch. And 5. We're then going to pull up with our hooks, leaving a nice large loop. Insert your crochet hook into double crochet number 1. Again, count backwards from the last one if you need to. We're going to take the loop, place that on the head of our hook, and just keep that loop in place. Grab our working yarn and tighten that up. You want to pull this loop that we just tightened through double crochet number 1 like a slip stitch, and then chain 1. And that is our second popcorn stitch done. We're going to finish off round 13 by doing 7 single crochet. And again, if you need to nudge your popcorn stitch aside, just do that. 2, no, that was 1, I can't count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, when the first set of legs are done, we're going to secure our end and we're going to insert the safety eyes. I'm going to be using 12mm because the 8-ply yarn I'm using here is a little bit thicker than my usual 8-ply yarn that I use. So for this guy over here in the corner, I used 9mm eyes. If your 8-ply is a little bit thicker, you might want to go that route as well. So we're going to insert the safety eyes between rounds 6 and 7, about 5 stitches apart. But personally, I prefer to get the eyes sort of even or symmetrical, I don't know if symmetrical is quite the right word, with the legs, than exactly 5 stitches apart. I'm starting at round 1 and I'm going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I'll place my first eye here. And I'll count out 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that looks not too bad. This eye might be a little bit further out than this one. Might move that out one. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. So I'm going to pop the backs on my eyes now. And once that's done, we're just going to add our stuffing to the head. With the stuffing in, we're going to continue on with the body. Rounds 14 through to 18 are each going to be 24 single crochet, but this first round can be a little bit more tricky because we need to work into the chain 1 from our popcorn stitches. Just begin by doing 10 single crochet because that's what we started off with in round 13 before we did our popcorn stitch. And 10. So after number 10, we're going to work into this chain 1 from our popcorn stitch. That will be stitch number 11. Then if you remember from round 13, there was 5 single crochet between our popcorn stitches. So we're just going to do those next. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which means the next stitch that we need to do is in the chain 1 from our popcorn stitch. And then we finished off with 7 single crochet, so that's what we're going to do here as well. Come on, let me get this last one in before I untangle. Okay, 7. I'm going to take care of this tangled mess. But that was round 14, and rounds 15, 16, 17 and 18 are each going to be 24 single crochet as well. No kidding, that mess legit took 20 minutes to untangle. Okay, round 15. Round 19 is where we're going to crochet the second set of legs. We're going to start with 11 single crochet, then do 1 popcorn stitch, 5 single crochet, another popcorn stitch, and finish with 6 single crochet. For round 20, we're going to do 2 single crochet, 1 decrease repeated 6 times, and just like remember in the previous round after we did our popcorn stitches, you will need to work across the chain ones from the popcorn stitches. Round 21 is 18 single crochet, and after we finish this round, we're going to add the stuffing to the body. When you've got all the stuffing in, we're going to continue on with round 22, which is 1 single crochet, 1 decrease repeated 6 times. And this is sort of the start of the tail. And what we're going to do from here on out is just continue stuffing as we go. Because the tail gets so narrow, we're just going to add stuffing every couple of rounds. It's a lot easier that way, I find. Round 23 is just 12 single crochet. Round 24 is 4 single crochet and a decrease repeated twice. And I'm just going to add a little bit more stuffing at this point. How do you keep getting tangled up? I've untangled you like 6 times. And then round 25 is worked in the front loop only. And in those front loops, we're just going to do 10 single crochet. Then rounds 26, 27 and 28 are also each 10 single crochet, but this time we're back to working in both loops. If you find it easier, just do 30 single crochet consecutively. After round 28, we're going to take another stuffing break. Then round 29 is 3 single crochet, 1 decrease repeated twice. I really hope I'm going to make this. I don't know if I am, I just really hope so. Okay, I'm not going to make it to the end here, but we've only got 3 rounds to go. Rounds 30 and 31 are each 8 single crochet, or you can do 16 single crochet consecutively. However, because I have just a tiny little bit of yarn left, I am, in my otter here, going to skip those and just crochet the final round. So I'm not going to be doing this on screen, but it is just 2 lots of 8 single crochet. So if you do that, your tail will end up about the same length as this one here. After you've done those 2 rounds, we're going to do the final round, which is round 32, and I'm just going to jump straight to that for, you know, yarn reasons. And that is just going to be 2 single crochet, 1 decrease repeated twice. So my otter's tail is just going to be a little bit shorter than it should be, but I think that's okay. And decrease, 1, 2, please tell me I have enough yarn to do this last decrease. 2, and come on, we can do it. Decrease, I finished it. I don't know if that counts as winning at Yarn Chicken because I kind of cheated, but oh well. So my otter's tail did end up a little bit short. It should be a little bit longer. But you know what, that looks okay. So what we're going to do now, once you've finished, is grab your needle and you're going to thread your tail end, however pathetically short that may be, through your needle. And we're just going to go under the front loops of the last 6 stitches. You're going to go under the first front loop, under the second, and 6. Pull firmly on that tail end so the hole closes up, and then we're just going to weave this. Hang on a sec. Alright, good to go. We're going to weave this directly into the body, going straight into the center from our last round, and then just weave it in a couple of times. I'm probably only going to be able to weave this in once, but you should weave it in probably 3 or 4 times just to secure it. And then snip away the excess. And now we can go on and crochet just the couple of other small features that we need to sew on. We're going to crochet the ears first, and I've just grabbed another brown yarn. It's not the same, but it's very, very close, so I think we'll be okay. We're going to begin with a magic circle, and then in that magic circle, you're going to do 1 single crochet, followed by 3 half double crochet, 2, and then 3, and then 1 more single crochet. And that's it. That's all we have to do for the ears. So you're going to make 2 of those and leave a tail so we can sew that on. And then the only other piece that we have to crochet is the little muzzle or the mouth. And that's a really small pattern too. We're going to also begin that with 6 single crochet. No, I'm just so used to saying that. So used to saying 6 single crochet in a magic circle. But no, we're beginning with 1 single crochet in a magic circle. Then a half double crochet, 2 single crochet, 1 and 2, another half double crochet, and finally another single crochet. And that's all for the muzzle. So now we can begin sewing our little otter together. With the muzzle, we're going to sew it as a round piece, so we're going to sew all the way around. But with the ears, we're only going to sew along the bottom here. So with the muzzle, just thread the tail end through your needle. And you can use pins here, you don't need to, it's not super necessary because they're so small. But if you want to be really accurate, you can grab a pin. And we're going to place that between the eyes, but with the top of the muzzle here, roughly in line with the bottom. So I'm probably 1 round up from the bottom of the eyes, and I'm just going to place that there. And you know what, I might just grab a pin just in case. Next we're going to sew on the ears, and with the ears, what you can do is weave this end in from our magic circle through the backs of the stitches before you do that, or you can do what I like to do, which is just sew them on using the longer tail end and then just weave this end in through the body. I think that's just a whole lot easier. So what we're going to do is place both ears on first and pin them in place. And now that they're in place, we're going to sew those on as well. That's all the sewing we need to do, but our final step is going to be to add a little nose and mouth. So you're going to thread your needle with some black yarn or embroidery thread, and you're going to insert that somewhere into the head. It doesn't really matter where, and then you're going to push your needle from that point up to where you would like the nose to start. Once that's done, you're going to pull your thread through until just a little tail is hanging on the outside here. We just need that long enough that we can tie a knot with it later. And then you're going to create the shape of your nose, your mouth, or if you'd like to add any other details. When you've created your design, what you're then going to do is push your needle out through the body. That wasn't very straight, was it? I might do that again. We're going to go from this point all the way through the head or the body to the original stitch that we first worked into, and you want to go out the exact same stitch. When that's done, you can tie off your 2 ends. I'd recommend doing 3 or 4 knots. Then trim away any excess yarn. And you're going to push that knot straight back into the head or body. You can also use a needle or your crochet hook to pull it through. And then with that, our little otter with a short tail is complete. I hope you all enjoyed making another popcorn stitch mini. If you have any animal suggestions, make sure you leave those down in the comments below, because I'm always looking for new ideas and inspiration for popcorn stitch minis. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week with my next pattern.